Hey everybody, how you doing? Well, that's good. Welcome to PHLY Flyers Watch Along, presented by our friends at Olipop. My name is Bill Matz. I'm your director of fun and games for the evening. Joining me tonight, the one and only star of the Anthony Gargano show. It's JP Zapata. What's up, JP? How we feeling? Game 82. We're here.
Yeah, man. We're finally here at Game 82. I actually feel a little relaxed here tonight. I feel we came in. We had some great vibes, some diehards in the building.
Yeah, we brought some diehards in. I'm not sure we're set up for them to be sitting with us. I'm not sure their interest in joining, actually being on camera, but I'm going to try to get them in here at some point. All of this watch along we're doing tonight for Game 82, of course, brought to you by our friends at Olipop. Olipop is the world's first functional soda with classic soda taste and the benefits of plant-based fiber, prebiotics, and other botanical ingredients to support gut health. Olipop is a new kind of soda with only 2 to 5 grams of sugar per can, and it's got 9 grams of fiber in every can. 2 out of every 3 Americans, well, they say they suffer from digestive issues. I am among them. Got that horrible heartburn sometimes. And 95% of Americans don't get the daily recommended amount of fiber. Olipop is tackling both these issues with a drink that tastes just like soda. Prebiotic fiber is the food source for the beneficial probiotic bacteria in your gut. And Olipop has 9 grams of prebiotic fiber in every can that can help support your digestive health. And when you've got a gut like mine, you've got to keep it healthy. Olipop is available online and available in almost 30,000 retailers nationwide, including their most recent launch at Wawa. And I got to tell you, is there a better combination than Wawa and Olipop? You get your lunch, you get your snack, and you get a delicious drink that isn't, poison waste, basically. Everything you want in the 2 flavors they're debuting, classic root beer and strawberry vanilla, both excellent. We've got both here tonight. We're going to be making some cocktails with them right now. I have a Sailor Jerry and classic vintage cola. Very good. Going down real smooth right now. You can get Olipop online at drinkolipop.com. Use code PHLY20 for 20% off your next order. It's sold online, drinkolipop.com. Available in 30,000 retailers, including Wawa, Target, Sprouts, Wegmans, ShopRite, and GoPuff. It looks like we are already underway here in Montreal. Of course, Montreal blows a 4-1 lead last night in the front end of this home and home. Detroit ends up taking it 5-4 in overtime.
That's right.
So now we need Montreal to win in regulation.
Already turnover at Montreal.
Yeah, it's already coming the other way here. All right, they broke it up. But we need Montreal to win this game in regulation. Obviously, we need the Flyers to beat the Caps in regulation. And if both of those things happen, we need the Islanders playing for nothing tomorrow to beat the Pittsburgh Penguins in regulation.
There has to be a sports god, right, Bill? Like, come on.
The one thing I was thinking today is, if we're going to get our first bit of luck in years, do we want to waste it on this?
I know.
No, but I just want to see them come out tonight and not be a bunch of losers.
Right.
They bounced back nice over the last couple of games. They've played well. They've put themselves in position that this game at least matters. They have to win it or it's over.
Yeah.
I want to see them at least come out. It's very, very slim chance that they make the postseason, which sucks when you think about where they were just like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I want to at least see them give themselves a chance despite what might happen around them.
We're going to need some like 08 Eagles luck, right? Like, remember that last week? And then we destroyed Tony Romo.
Was it Jeff Garcia with the Raiders had to beat somebody?
It was like
there was like a whole bunch of shit.
Texans had to beat the Bears, like some wild stuff, and that's kind of what we're gonna need here tonight. But yeah, like I said earlier this morning, like you just want the Flyers to take care of business because regardless, this is great momentum in the next year. But yes, it'd be super awesome having a little playoff berth with the way it ended this year.
And just to see where fans are, Bryn put a poll out. Just to judge, do people think the Flyers are making the postseason as the game now is underway? Pucks
here we go,
down.
boys.
We're about 10 seconds in here. Already a shot off the post, that looked like. And anyway, this poll, do you think the Flyers are going to make the playoffs? It came out 50-50, which is exactly, I mean, as I always say to Charlie, all things in life are 50-50, JP.
Dude.
You can tell me your percentages and your odds. Everything's 50-50. Shit either happens or it doesn't. And that's what we're going to find out tonight if it happens.
It's definitely going to be tough for us to get some help, but do people believe that they'll beat the Caps? That's what I want to know here from the lovely fans.
You know, The Capitals, they are on the back end of a back-to-back.
That's
They
the tough
killed the
part.
Bruins last night. I don't know how much of a fight the Bruins really were interested in putting up.
Right.
But, man, like,
Oh,
okay, Kate has a chance. Yeah. I would not be surprised if the Flyers win tonight. The way they've been playing, they want to finish strong. Like, I think this is very important to them, despite what could happen otherwise. These games happen basically simultaneously.
Right.
What we're at 17-12 in Montreal, and
This is awesome.
they just took the scoreboard away. Here, there it is, 18-40 in Philly. So basically happening at the exact same time.
Is this what
I
hockey
don't
heaven's
think we'll
like?
have like a big third period letdown if it's like, yeah, they're up 4-2 with 5 minutes left. Like,
Well, Bill, that's the important thing playing the Caps. We learned in the last meeting in DC, like you have to play all three periods because these guys, if they're down 1 or 2 goals, you know they're going to be hungry in that third period.
Oh, absolutely. And they'll be hunting the empty net. Of course, if this game's tied late, the Flyers are going to be forced to pull the goalie early. There's been a lot of talk about that. Yeah, there's getting some work in down low here.
Oh, before we forget, we can't forget the most important part of tonight. It's Hinklehead.
That's right. I did not announce Kelly Hinkle. She is with us in spirit. She's attending the game tonight. She's at the Wells Fargo Center. But we couldn't just do this without Kelly Hinkle. So we put her on the dog mask mannequin. And she's here with us in spirit.
Gotta have Hinkle here.
I'm going to put a poll out. Like, if the Flyers win, but the Red Wings win, should Bill wear the dog mask? Because I'm torn. I'm not like one. We've been doing it after wins, but it's not just about the result of this game now.
I think you should. And that's a good way to end
finish
the season.
You know what? If I'm expecting them to finish strong, go out the way you're supposed to, I'm gonna have to as well, I guess.
All right. So I just spotted already. There's a guy in like row 5 with the Fedotov jersey. I'm not even kidding. Money
well keeper right there. Yeah, like if you're gonna have it, like that's a good jersey to have 10 years from now.
Yeah,
like that's like Rob Zepp, but even better because of his story. And I do expect him to play like at least 20 games.
Yeah, dude, I really hope so. It's funny that he just got it already after seeing like 2 games of him. All right, here we go. Still got 0-0 in the Montreal one. Oh, we got a third game to keep an eye out too, Bill.
Oh, what's the what time's Quitter's debut?
The Anaheim Gautiers, the Quitiers.
I feel like all the West Coast teams are playing out west. I did not take time to see what was going on with them tonight.
Yeah, it's a 10 p.m.
10 o'clock, so we'll be doing post game when he makes his debut.
That is
just checking out these lines tonight. I'll tell you, man. Now, it's not as if Sean Couturier has been particularly good lately, but we're looking at 1C Ryan Poehling right now. I have confidence that this group can pull this rebuild off.
Yeah.
But when you do look at things like, oh, yeah, Ryan Poehling at your 1C position, Morgan Frost at 2, Couturier at 3, they are far away.
We're really laughing about this.
I'm very excited that this season was as fun as it was.
Right.
But this offseason is far more important than this regular season.
Do you feel like overall the team has a lot of work? Because when I look at, I like some of the, like obviously I think they have some good pieces.
I like so many of the pieces.
Defense, but the forwards, yes. That's where
I like so many of the pieces and just don't see, like Michkov's going to have to be a Hart Trophy level guy. And I think they still need 2 defensemen as well. Like, I like Cam York. I'm not seeing number 1 out of him. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the best of I'm not a talent scout. You know, I'm not picking dudes for the draft. I just don't know if I see number 1 in him. And I think Travis Sanheim at this point, we know what he is, and it's not that.
Yeah.
It is still a question. Okay, maybe you're ahead of schedule. Maybe we have some pieces that are better than we thought. Some guys took real steps this year. Bobby Brink even making the team and doing everything he did. Tyson Forster's had a hell of a year. Like, getting Jamie Drysdale, now we can develop him the way we think he needs to be developed because he wasn't developed proper. All these things, they're good. where are the stars coming from now? Like, you still don't have an answer to that question yet.
Yeah, and you mentioned the key part too is like some of these players taking that next step. Like so many teams, like I mean, even look at like a team like the Buffalo Sabres, like the Ottawa Senators, with some young pieces, but those players just don't take that next step, or they just don't mesh well as a group, and that's what you're not hoping that happens here.
Most outlet pass there, but the Flyers defended it. York and Sanheim need to break out here. All right, Urs, all right.
Good job. Play some defense there.
Toast some Olipop to Ayers.
Get you some of them good bubbles.
Yeah. I'll tell you, this rum and Olipop, not bad at all.
They'll just change the game.
I'm just like, if you're telling me, and we have some of our diehards out there, I bought for tonight's show. It's like, all right, sponsored by Olipop. Like when we did one in the past, it was sponsored by our beer sponsor. And it's like, well, you know, people, that is
breaking news for Brenna.
That was loud. No, that's fine. Like, all right, like you drink beer, but like with the Olipop, well, it's like soda. I was like, well, I'm stopping to getting some liquor, and we're going to make some interesting cocktails. And we have a couple of the diehards out there I saw drinking tequila and the orange Olipop.
Ooh,
I had a little sip. It was pretty damn good as well. So
I would either do that or the lemon lime.
Oh, just missed wide there. It looked like he had some net. I don't know.
Sealer. Drysdale just kind of lost it there.
Nice hit, though.
I like that.
Real nice hit to keep the puck alive.
Oh.
I'll tell you, like, I wish we got it all year out of Noah Cates, but he's another one. Like, you needed to see him take a step this year.
He did it last year, too. He came on strong at the end, too, right?
Yeah, like, you needed to see him take a step this year, and for so much of the season, it was like, where the hell is his offense? He had that weird injury where he's missed so much time, kind of started his season over after that. He's been really good lately. And listen, what's really good? Hopefully he's a fourth liner when this team's good, but a good one you can use in a playoff game for more than 4 minutes. Like, you use them like another third line, basically. That stuff, that shit's all important too. It's not like when we say we don't know where the stars are coming from, like, that's a problem. But you need all the other things too. Like, you've seen it all along. Like, Colorado was a wrecking crew when they had all their depth. Now they still score a ton. They have as good a chance to win the cup as everyone. Mm-hmm. But are they inevitable the way they were? No, because they don't have the depth. Same thing with Tampa. Tampa still has all those high-end guys. They have all those dudes. Not like Vasilevsky's older, Hedman's older. I get it, but like, it's the depth. That's where when you like, that's how you win a playoff series a lot of times, because you're in the Eastern Conference Final, man. Your first line and their first line, probably both great. Mm-hmm. Your second lines, probably borderline first lines. How's your third? How are they going to match up with your third? Like, that helps you win. Like, the 2010 Flyers had Claude Giroux in the third line. It's not a shock they went to the cup, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he was a 1C 2 years later.
And that's what we're kind of hoping for, is that, especially like with this rebuild, we can find some of those other pieces, and, those core pieces will eventually come into play. Like, even like, listening to Jonesy, like later on down the line, not being opposed to buying that sniper type of player. But, for right now, you're just trying to find those pieces surrounding those star players. But you're right. Like, I like Noah Cates. I mean, listen, if he's someone that likes to play his good hockey in March, April, I don't know if I'm that opposed to it.
A depth guy can make themselves a lot of money in this league coming up big near the end of the season.
It's true, man.
Like, that's where it is. And everyone in hockey will go, oh, well, he's clutch. Yeah, he'll only get you 12 goals. But he might have another 8 in the playoffs, like.
That's right.
And then he finished his year with 20. That's a good total. Like, but like,
oh shit.
If that's the kind of guy they're trying to develop, I don't know if that can be taught. John Tortorella seems to think it can be. It's hard to argue with that plan when we have seen things like Buffalo go the way they've gone, where they've been rebuilding. I mean, the last time they were in the playoffs was a Game 7 first-round loss to Mike Richards' Flyers. Like, 2011, man. It was a long time ago. And I get, like, there are the success stories. A lot of teams that bottom out do end up creating the culture as well.
Didn't Buffalo just clean house like yesterday, too?
Yeah, they fired their coach again. I
A
am
video coordinator.
when you talk about teams I'm looking to target, who like they
Good
want
job,
to
Sandy.
add some veterans. They want to have a little bit more leadership, a little more culture, a little more defensive structure. When you ask where the high-end pieces are going to come from, I think you can get one of their defensemen. Like, it's not going to be Darlene. Oh, snared right there.
It's
like,
my shot.
It's not going to be Darlene.
I love Darlene.
Probably. Oh, I mean, sure.
I love Darlene.
It probably won't be Bo Byram because they think he's like one of those winners. Like, we brought in a guy who knows how to win. But that just leaves Owen Power at like 21, 22 years old. He's making a decent chunk of change, but maybe you can send a contract their way. Maybe a Sanheim. Maybe a high-end guy. Like, I have no idea how you put it together, but they're a team I'm looking at. Like, okay, it's going to be tough to get these high-end guys. And you look at what's going on in Buffalo. I feel like you can pry something away from there.
Yeah, at some point you're gonna have to shake it up. As too many kids as well can not always be the best situation as well. You do get some veteran pieces, some different players that just been in different situations. I feel like is beneficial, especially for a team like Buffalo.
I'd really like to see the Flyers put a little pressure on here.
I don't even know where to look right now.
Yeah, what's
cool?
Oh yeah, I should probably
Super chat.
Okay.
Hey, we got VO Noob says PHLY. Thanks for existing. Let's effing go. We appreciate
thanks for watching, guys. I mean, this has been an awesome first season.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's been a lot of
getting
fun.
to do this, Charlie and I coming along, like meeting JP this year. Now he's part of the crew, getting to bring Kelly in. Like, this has been awesome first year, and obviously, like, I wanted to do something like this today to do the watch along little fan appreciation night because you guys have been with it. My God, the audience that shows up for our post games,
Awesome in the chat.
really great. Loyal listeners, the people who put up the super chats, you guys are nuts. I appreciate it. Like, everyone has just supported this thing so well that it's really cool. So thanks for existing. Thank you for letting us exist.
It's been a lot of fun. We got more, guys. Don't you worry. We got a lot more.
So we got that other poll as well. If it's only a few minutes ago, but it's a resounding yes. If the Flyers and Red Wings win, should Bill wear the dog mask? And it's still a yes. So we'll see how it goes. Just like to see the Flyers get a little time in the offensive zone at this point.
Oh, we got another super chat. Timbo Slice. Appreciate Timbo. This season might not end the way we want it to, but damn if it wasn't exciting from start to finish. I'd much rather be pissed at the end of the season rather than not care
Puck's in the net.
all.
What the hell happened? Did they blow the whistle?
We'll get back to that, but let's see what's going on here, guys. It's going to be a big moment.
This is straight up like the was it the 2016 final with Pittsburgh and Nashville?
Oh my God.
Where the ref was just lazy and blew the whistle rather than like see it was in the middle of the slot. So you're going to end up ending someone's season over this. They have to like I need to see a replay of this.
Oh, this could be big. Okay, here we go.
All right. So
here's a replay finally.
Get over the line. Puck goes up in the air and then just bounces in, but they blew the whistle?
What? When did they blow the whistle? Why did they blow the whistle too?
He just lost it. He thought the goalie had it, I guess, because he's covering it. What the fuck? Tell me this is what happens. I mean, it's not like the Washington's going to get a goal, but this might be one of those things they just can't overturn, even though, like, it's a goal.
Oh, my God.
Like, there's absolutely zero reason this isn't just a goal. These refs are like, we are going to get in a fist fight with John Tortorella when we tell him there's nothing we can do. Sorry.
Literally.
Like, your season's going to end because we couldn't see the fucking puck.
Oh, they thought it went over the net? Like,
I think he thought the goalie I don't know. He just was like, oh, I don't know.
I guess really what we need to know is when that whistle was blown.
I am so...
They thought he had it.
He has no idea. It doesn't look like anyone really had a clue. Because Farabee's like, oh, there it is, as it's going in the net and it hits him. What is this game already? If you thought Game 82 was going to be anything but Flyers chaos, this is typical.
Let's see. Yeah, but why was the whistle blown, guys?
I just think like everyone thought he had it, or it was going up out of play. This is so odd. Dude. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Like, I feel like where everyone loses it.
I know.
Because there's always like the one dude who's like, no. But this was like, I don't know.
I feel like we've been reviewing this for 5 hours. I'm just like, what are we reviewing here? Like, obviously,
they're trying to come up with an explanation. Oh, looks like Montreal's up 1-0. They just scored.
Hey!
Okay. All right, Habs.
Allons.
They're doing their part.
There we go. All right, let's get the second bit of good news. Here we go. For what? But why was the play dead? What's the explanation why the play was dead?
Lost it. Just couldn't see the puck. Didn't know where it was.
They don't want to admit that they were wrong?
It just...
Can we call Charlie?
I think they're saying if it had just gone in, like, if it goes up and in, it's a continuation. But since it hit it seems to have hit like one of the defenders and Joel Farrell, like, then that makes the play dead after the whistle's blown. The whole thing is, God damn it.
All right.
Just get it right back, boys.
All right, come on.
Can't let it hurt you.
We had our first big moment, and now we got to bounce back here.
Oh.
Drysdale brought the shot tonight.
I mean,
Here we go. Yeah,
this is Drysdale's the biggest game of Drysdale's NHL career by far.
For sure. I know what we were saying about Coots as your 3C tonight, but I love this line.
It is
That's a fun line.
It's a very playoff line. I dig him with Hathaway and Cates. It's like you might not depend on them for a ton of minutes, but you know the minutes they're gonna have, like, nothing bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true. And now NBC Philly showing us the Canadian goal.
The highlights here.
Let's go. Come on, Martin St. Louis got to get his boy Torts. Come on.
Just friends helping friends. It was a new hook from Gallagher and Logan Malou, whatever that dude's name is. They just called up from the AHL.
Okay.
He gets a second assist on it.
We got our PHLY's own Tyler Zulli in the chat. There we go. He says, can we get some GPS sensors on the pucks? That's good.
It's truly... Is there a fight going on? What's happening here?
Oh, no. No, anything but that.
It's like, they're going to give us a makeup call. It's like, this doesn't help us. But anytime Tom Wilson's mad, it's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
What's the first unit tonight?
All right.
Power play. I don't know, but I kind of want to go with that second unit because I just want Dry. There we go. I want to see Drysdale just rip that shot, bro.
He's a guy I would just like to see have a really strong game.
Yeah.
Just like send me into the offseason feeling better, you know?
And it's not like we have a plan on power play. So.
No, exactly. Like, it's on the doorstep.
God, come on. We almost had a power
right.
play goal, guys.
Imagine the power play just comes through huge tonight.
4 goals.
Why wouldn't it? Come on, Brink. Calm down. I'll tell you that, like, this right now, first power play, huge game, win or go home. You have Drysdale out there. You have Forster out there. You have Brink out there.
Dude, that is sick.
It's hard to, like, I was a little harsh on the way this season. Yeah. Oh, here's
breakaway opportunity. Down. Oh,
nice stop by Ayerson.
Let's go.
Like, I do, like, if they miss the playoffs, it won't have been a total waste of time.
Right.
I will absolutely say that. And I may have said a little bit differently on the show the other day. I was not in the best place with this team. Just like, what the hell are they going to do?
Well, if they finish on an 11-game losing streak, that's kind of a loss.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, they did lose 8 in a row, and like 6 of them were to non-playoff teams. Oh, that would have been so sweet through the legs
Frosty.
there. He likes trying that.
He does. Well, try to find Tip.
Oh,
nice shot.
Big
Tip.
shot, too. I love a good wind up from there. I'll tell you, I like the after the disallowed goal, they kept the pressure on, drew the penalty, and they gave up the breakaway, but this power play hasn't been like the worst thing I've ever seen. I realize that's the bar, not the worst thing I've ever seen, but, you know.
Has been dreadful.
Yeah.
Ayerson with a big save, too. All right.
That's like to everyone who's like, oh, so you want to see the Flyers get killed in the first round? What's the point of that? Like, just feel the intensity of this game and tell me this isn't just fun.
And also, like
a game that matters is fun. Playoff hockey is awesome.
But losing is not always the worst thing. Like, there's a lot you can learn, especially like as a young team losing in a first round. Obviously, you don't want to get killed, but like that's just valuable. This right here is valuable experience.
I mean, like the way they've played against good teams this year, it's the bad teams they struggle against.
This is very true as well.
Like,
gotta believe like they would take like the Rangers or the Bruins.
Columbus and Ottawa aren't going to be in the first round, so they're safe.
It's true. It's very true. What the hell happened to him? Putting up shots.
Definitely doing a better job getting to the net than they were in the first half of the period or so.
This is true.
Come on. There you go. You just want to, like, after the disallowed goal, you just want to see them get the first one so it doesn't... open on that back door.
Brink to Frost.
If he finds Frost there, it's
nice.
Tapping. Yeah, it's huge.
They came ready to play, Bill. That they did.
I'm not disappointed in the effort thus far. I'll say that.
Now we go to Montreal. Would you think of Ghost's performance last game?
Man, that was that keep on the was the game tying goal was absolutely sick.
The last 2 goals he had assists on.
I had like a 3-screen setup last night.
That's
I had Washington on my main TV. I had my laptop with the Penguins game, and I had Montreal on my iPad. And like I had my iPad off to the side. I'm like, oh, it's 4-1. And I'm just like scrolling the scores. I'm like, okay, 4-2. And I like put it back on. was like, and it's a game, and of course, all three teams ended up winning last night. Like, just to make this as difficult and painful as possible. And that's kind of why I think, like, the Flyers are going to win tonight, and Montreal's going to win tonight, just so we have to live through all this again tomorrow with Pittsburgh. I'm going to be forced to cheer for the Islanders, which, like, I guess Islanders, Penguins, I hate the Penguins more. I mean, like, the Flyers get in if the Isles win, so obviously I'm rooting for them. But, like, yeah, this is what it's going to come down to. Like, the two teams I hate, not as much as the Senators, but close second and third. I'm fairly confident that's what it's going to come down to.
Well, because I was talking about in the morning, like April and October, like the two like anchor months of our sports calendar, right? But like also in the same sense, like when you have two of your teams fighting the playoffs, it's extremely nerve-wracking. Like tonight, obviously, hoping the Flyers beat the Caps, and then tomorrow, obviously, hoping the Sixers beat the Heat. But then also, I gotta watch the Islanders and Penguins game. So nerve-wracking. There we go. We're back.
Yeah, when you have the Sixers Flyers is the unique dynamic because it's typically like they're going to be on alternating nights. And it's just, when do I get a rest? When does my liver get to rest? Like, because that's what the off season's for.
I'm worried about my anxiety, and Bill's worried about his liver.
It's what the off season's for. You got to get in shape. You got to maintain. Prepare yourself to be ready to go next year.
As my fiance would say, Bill, there is no off season in our lives. Oh man. Ew, Harris has made some saves here tonight. Where are we at now?
No, it's a very good sign. Like when Harrison makes a save or two to start, the team's better.
Yeah.
Like they just play better. They're just more
they feed off him.
Confident in the way that they play.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is when we had a mailbag question yesterday. And like obviously now it doesn't matter because if it goes to a shootout, Flyers are eliminated. Yeah. But if it had worked out the way 2010 works out, who do you put out in the shootout? And I put Brink in the group because like I think he and Frost are the two most skilled forwards.
Say, yeah.
Like just in terms of like puck handling, and I know TK like scores all of his goals on breakaways and stuff, but for some reason in the shootout he's terrible.
Would you still go with Coots?
I said Frost, Brink, and I still have to go TK. I have to put him. Okay. I have to put my best player on the ice.
Yeah.
Like if he doesn't score, like all right, so be it. But my best player has to get a shot.
I'm with it.
But now, of course, it's all about regulation.
Yeah. No OT. Come on.
Montreal still up 1-0. Shots are 10-8 with about 2 minutes left in the first. It's a much different game than this 5-5 shot total we have with 6 minutes left in the Philly game.
Is this the tightest race in a while?
I'll tell you, man. This is something else I was saying to Charlie the other day. Like this NHL regular season, like just with the way, like the number of teams fighting for the President's Trophy that there were, the number of teams fighting at the bottom of the Eastern Conference to get in, like 4 or 5 teams at one point. The Hart Trophy race, there's a dude who might score 70 goals. There's 2 guys who might record 100 assists. I don't think any of them are the favorite for the Hart Trophy. Like it's going to be Nathan McKinnon probably, and then here's Crosby taking his team to the playoffs after they looked dead. They sold Jake Gensel at the deadline. Just an absolute. This was an all-time NHL regular season. This was a really, really good one.
It really was. Extremely entertaining this year. There's 8 fan bases that are sweating bullets right now.
And the teams involved, I think, do make it. Like when it's the Flyers, the Penguins, the Capitals, the Red Wings. These are the Flyers and Red Wings are premier teams. The Penguins and Capitals have premier superstars and kind of in their I'm not going to say the end. Ovi got to 30 goals again, and Sidney Crosby basically single-handedly taking a team to the playoffs.
Literally.
But, like, two guys that have played more hockey than they're going to play. You know? Like, they're in the back nine, certainly. Like, them getting in is cool for the league. The Flyers, if they're to get in, it's huge. Just a huge market.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's everyone involved. And, like, the Red Wings, obviously, hockey town, you know, all that shit. Oh, they seem to have tied it up. The Red Wings have 1-1. What the hell happened? I was watching our game. Let's see. Get back to the scores here.
Come on, Montreal. It's about to be into the first here, too, in the Montreal game.
Still not on NHL. Oh, there it is on NHL.com. It was Mo Seider from Dylan Larkin to tie the game at 18:29. So with like a minute and a half left in the first, they tie it. And it looks like they're making a late push here. And it looks like we're going to go into the locker room 1-1. They get one last shot. It was wide. All right.
1-1.
1-1 after one in Montreal. And we got about 3:15 here left in the first in Philly. This is it's going to be a long night, boys. Get ready for some intense hockey.
So if the Red Wings win, we're automatically eliminated, right?
If their game goes to overtime, I think we're out. They have to lose in regulation. Yeah.
Very specific details.
It's them and Pittsburgh had to come away with fewer than 3 points from their last two games, and like they both won the first of those last two. So we need 0 points out of both of them to have a chance. He does not know where it is still. Here it is.
Oh, looking at their Detroit post-game show.
Larry Murphy.
They still throw the octopus out there?
I believe I've seen it recently.
Interesting. Kind of glad we don't have a fishy thing that we throw on the ice.
Yeah, it's just bracelets and smoke bombs.
Oh, man.
That was like the last game of the season against the Devils. Shit, no. And it's Ovi. Balls. Well, that sucks. All right, 1-0 Caps with about 1:52 left. It looks like it was Ovechkin on the doorstep.
Yeah, man.
And another guy left alone in front, you know? It has been an issue in the defensive zone lately.
We're going to see the replay here.
Oh, it just looks like kind of got through and hit him. There's two guys there. It just freaking got through. Nothing you can do about that, I guess.
Is that off his ab?
Where'd that hit him?
Look at his
That
belly.
was so strange. This is exactly how the first period was always going to play out. Yeah, 30-1 now for Ovi. The dude had like 8 through, I think, 50 games. That's or 48 insane. Games or something.
There's Uwe Kubel.
Will forever be remembered for denting the cup.
Oh, my God. Remember that one.
Just drops it.
Oh, man. Well, we have over 40 minutes of hockey left.
Ovi was on, through 43 games, 8 goals.
That's insane, man.
And so this was... Where'd you go here? There. So this is his 23rd goal in the last 35 games. Or 36 games.
Yeah, about to show the goal here for in the Detroit-Montreal game. Oh, wow.
Just a blast. All right. Well, got our work cut out for us here, boys.
It's not starting off in our favors, but we got plenty of time.
Maybe the problem last night was Montreal opened up too much of a lead. And they took their foot off the gas, so maybe they can win a close eye, you know. we're grasping at straws here, trying to keep this season alive, trying to keep people with us through through this watch along and post game tonight.
We'll have the
I
optimism
just
as much
wish,
as we can here.
like, we're having a totally different conversation if they just don't lose 8 in a row.
Whoa!
Whew. All right, rush the other way, 2-1-2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They got TVR. Oh. Whoa.
Yeah, they're not going to call that. You do owe us a call or two, though, Stripes. Just saying. You kind of took a goal away.
I still can't believe that, man. Oh, there you go, Bobby.
Yeah, there we go. All right, just a reminder that this whole watch along is brought to you by our friends at Olipop.
Thank you, Olipop.
We're not going to take off the entire intermission, but we're not going to do what we did last time and just sit here and like eat in front of you because that's weird. So at the when intermission comes up in about 15 seconds, we're going to put up the title screen and everyone can have a pizza, take a bathroom break. There's only 2 of us today. Last time there was 3. It's a little different when there's just one guy going to be sitting here. Like, all right, JP, talk. You know, I'll be back when I'm back. All right, and that will do it. 1-0 Caps through 1 shots unofficially, obviously, because they changed the shot total at every intermission. 7-7. Just going to need more. Just this is what the team has struggled to do all year. Create consistent offense. They're only on pace to give up, 21 shots on goal. But they just need more scoring chances, and they need to bury the ones that they do get. We'll be back. We'll be back before the end of intermission, so stay tuned. I'll tweet out we're back when we're coming back. But that'll do it for us for the first period. Thank you, Olipop. Go Flyers. All right, we are back, fam. That's right. It's just like a continuous thing. So there's all right. Yeah, so here we are. Second period about to get underway. The second has already started in Montreal. They're about 3.5 minutes in. It is still 1-1 there. We need Montreal to win in regulation. We need the Flyers to win in regulation to at least extend the season one more day. Just get us, as I'm sending out the we're live again tweet, to at least get us to tomorrow to make that Penguins game worth something for us against the Isles. Of course, we need the Isles, who locked up everything they can lock up yesterday. So
are you surprised?
Maybe not the most motivated.
Are you surprised that Patrick Waugh got him into the playoffs?
Yeah, because they looked so dead.
Right.
And even like they got a little boost and then they kind of fell off again. But they've been pretty good lately. But you just see the benefit of all of those loser points, man. Like you lose 16 games in overtime. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see, because they're done. They have one game left. They have 38 wins, 28 in regulation. New Jersey has 38 wins, 33 in regulation. And they are 81. They are 11 points behind the Islanders with the same number of wins and considerably more regulation wins. It's hard to talk shit on the format when, as the second period is now underway here, the puck is dropped, Flyers getting got a shot on goal right to start. Like when this dumbass format of the top three in the division, the 2 wild cards, all this dumb stuff that they do, the loser point. Mm-hmm. When it creates a race this intriguing, now the race is intriguing because all these teams stink. Like the Islanders, the Flyers, the Red Wings, the Penguins, they're all bad. The Capitals are right now in the playoff spot. They have a negative 38 goal differential. Like they could win this game 35-0 and still be -3 on the season. Like it's unbelievable how this season has worked out, but it is entertaining. Like if you're just a hockey fan and not invested in one of these teams, like it's a great race. But
yeah, we welcome Buffalo, we welcome Ottawa, Anaheim.
It's all going to come back to that Sharks game for me.
Oh man. That Sharks game.
Just
I don't know, that Blackhawks game though recently, that was pretty bad.
They played Montreal twice. They played all those bad teams as well.
9-3.
Like you could have just won any of those games. But here we are. And we are here thanks to our friends at ALLCITY. I was saying at intermission, we have some PHLY Diehards here. They're enjoying some ALLCITY cocktails. The rum and the cola are a big hit, as is the tequila and the orange. So I'm going to have to try something else maybe after this period. Give something else. I just got a refill on the rum and Coke, but rum and ALLCITY cola, obviously. But we're going to have to try some other cocktails maybe for the third, maybe for post game as well.
Crazy
Habs are about to score. The game just went to 2-1 on NHL.com. So keep an eye on the top screen here.
Come on.
Montreal's going to get play going the other way eventually. Maybe NHL.com is just wrong.
Maybe they're drunk.
That's what. There we go. And it squirts in now. Okay, they put it home. Is that Gallagher gets the? Was that
the second one?
Yeah, Brendan Gallagher from Armia and Struble.
Wow.
At 6:17 of the second.
All right.
Montreal once again, at least keeping it interesting, doing their part for the time being.
We can just
But the
Flyers,
Flyers still need to do their thing. That's the main concern right now. Trailing 1-0, about a minute and a half into the second.
Shots are even.
Shots even, still at 7. Oh, little chance there, but Ayers is strong again.
Come on, Ayers.
And him finishing the season strong is another
Yeah.
Listen, at no point in any goaltender that wants to have an NHL career is it okay to have like a month where you're at 760 or whatever he was.
Oh my God.
But I think we can, as long as he, it looks like he is finishing the season strong. Like, we can kind of just point to what it was a shit show, man. Like, they had no goalie. He had to play every game. And it was a season in which, like, if he started 30 games, we would have been like, oh, man, that's a decent amount.
Yeah.
Like,
it's easy for us to say because we're sitting here, we're watching the games, but it is such a grind, especially for a goal. He's got to be in there every single game. And, like, let's be honest, this is not the most talented team he's got in front of us, especially at that point where they were playing so poorly. But you give him credit. I mean, look at this 2-game winning streak that we got going on. A Saturday, he was huge.
oh, yeah.
He was absolutely huge, making so many saves. And tonight, he's had some pretty big saves. I mean, Ovi's going to Ovi sometimes.
I mean, Ovechkin's the greatest goal scorer of all time. And if he's going to get a bounce, like, what are you going to do?
He got to go off his, like, hip.
Yeah, this one, I can blame a lot of things along the way on Ersson. That first goal, not one of them.
Right.
But no, I do think, like, we'll find out eventually as Tippett has some
like
speed
that.
through center here, gets a shot off. Like, we'll find out eventually what Ersson's ceiling is. But the thing that has impressed me most about him, and he's had some really good games. I mean, 4 shutouts. I talked about this on the last post game. Like,
yeah.
Flyers goalies who have had 4 shutouts in the season in the last 15 years, there ain't many. It's at least going back to like Brizz's first year, he had 6. Steve Mason had 2 seasons with 4.
right.
Like, that's it for going back to like 10, 11 or 11, 12. That's a decent amount of time. 12 years.
Solid season showing
So,
us.
and the mental aspect for Ersson for me is like his ability to bounce back. Because that stretch where it was clear he had no confidence, he
Right.
lost his game, and it was, tough shit, bud. You're staying out there. There's no one else. It ain't going to be Cal Peterson. It ain't going to be Felix Sandstrom. We haven't rescued a guy from Russia yet. You have to play. And it was a tough go for him, but maybe it's some of that adversity that they want guys going through so that they know what it's like when it does matter.
Yeah, I even wonder like how much communication there was during the Carter Hart situation with Ersson. Because I mean, like, dude, like right when that dropped, the charges dropped, like it was Ers, you're the guy every single game, every 4th game we'll put Cal. Right, like that was a tough situation for Ers.
Really like to see them get this transition game going again.
It's when they're at their most dangerous. Go. Job. Yeah.
Can't. Like, they've had a couple of chances, but they just don't seem to have like any sustained offense.
Right.
Like a couple of. They had the one shift on the play by Cates. That was maybe their best shift of the game.
Yeah.
Cam Atkinson playing his last game in orange and black. We only hope.
Flyers legend.
I do wonder if like they buy him out. If
I mean,
maybe they cover 50%. There's a team out there willing to take. I don't know.
Just can't waste another roster spot like that.
That's my issue. Is if it was like we're not going to play him and he's just going to be here as a like professional best friend. Like, all right, I can maybe live with that, but he's going to get in games. And I just if it's we would call up Tuamala, but we have Atkinson, then that's like pointless.
Right.
All right, little ozone draw now, icing. So we can get something going on offense.
Come on.
Still 2-1 in Montreal. A little less than 12 minutes to go in the second.
Oh, this kid.
All right, ozone draw for Coots. Snap this thing back. And he's out there with Konechny.
Interesting.
All right.
There goes
all right.
more. Giving the puck in. Ah,
Come on.
but the pass.
Gotta be precise in these situations. So it's Couturier, Forster, and Konechny. I wonder if it was just for that draw, if they've swapped those lines.
Point. Get a little offense going.
I mean, Palin Cates Hathaway is like the line, so maybe
Right.
they've gone back to that and bumped Coots up to 1C. It is, a win or go home game. Even if Coots hasn't lived up to expectations lately, just put it on your veterans and say, do it. Just go do it.
I agree. Hmm. 2-1. I already saw that.
Don't let him hang out back there forever. Just put some pressure on.
Oof, they almost had 3.
It was a must-win game. All right. Breaking out with speed. Whenever Tippett gets the legs moving, I get excited.
Something's fun about that.
He is so fast.
Yeah, and that shot's just deadly.
Tell you, I will say, Owen Tippett right now, he's sitting on 28 goals. It's his 78th game of the season. A little bit of a disappointing. It's not like he had a bad year. 53 points, new career high. 28 goals, a new career high. All that. He's definitely taking strides. But I just see that shooting percentage right below 10%. It's like, man, a shot like yours, a skill set like yours, you should be a lock for 30 plus. He's 24. He still has plenty of time. It's not like he's 28 and it's like, well, this is what he is. But just a little bit of a disappointing season for Owen Tippett.
Definitely want the stats to be better. I will say that during that losing streak, if there was any positives, it was Owen for most of that stretch where he seemed like the only one that really was trying to create some type of offense there. But yeah, you definitely, especially with that skill set like you mentioned, you want those stats to be a little bit higher. Maybe when there's some better high end talent, maybe that'll open things up for Owen.
No, a guy like him obviously would benefit greatly from a playmaking center. The closest thing they have to that is Morgan Frost. And not to disparage the good goddamn name of Morgan Frost. But the man's on 41 points. That's not exactly that's fine. That's a good nice chance down low. Couldn't get it on net.
Dude, Bobby's making plays, man.
That's what I want to see. As much as I want to put this game on Konechny, Couturier, Sanheim, those dudes, because they're the highest paid players, they're the best players, allegedly. The kids showing out a little. I mean, that would be a big deal.
Oof.
Bad turnover there. Got to talk. He's fine. He's hustling back though. Nice D to break that up.
Is that Samuel? Ah, shit. The Red Wings tied up.
Red Wings score, make it 2-2. 9:15 left in the second. Oh, it's 3-2. What the hell did we miss in that game?
That's a wild game, too.
So Cole Caulfield made it 3-1 at 10:09. And now at 10:44, Joe Veleno makes it 3-2. Montreal still up by 1. So still leading. Oh, what the hell happened? That was crazy. Is that how it went in?
Oh, damn.
This looks almost exactly like he completely lost it, or I don't know. That's wild. Goalie's having a rough time tonight finding the puck, but unfortunately that one will count for Detroit. It did not count for the Flyers. Referee was able to keep his eye on it.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, 8 apiece.
Jeez
We're almost
Louise.
halfway through. That's 1 shot each this period. It is. This is some defensive structure at work, fam. Now, listen, I get that this is a must-win game for Washington as well. I mean, this is a win-and-you're-in situation for the Caps. If they just win in regulation, they get in. But just want to see a little bit more out of the Flyers here.
Yeah, man. Make it a game. Here we go.
Nice passing through the neutral zone. Just gotta win a battle, something.
Oh. Feeling work with Carlson now.
Nice moves by Paling along the boards.
Sure. From the point.
Ooh. All right. Like, that's what they needed. Like, get a little more zone time out of that. The guy falls down like it is.
I know.
Yeah, that had a 2 or 3 chance possession written all over it, and they only end up getting the 1. And now the shift ends with a defensive zone draw. They don't quite have it tonight. They're not playing poorly, but this is not their A game, at least through the first 30 minutes. So they take a break halfway through the second period. And it's a great time to remind you. Today's Watch Along sponsored by Olipop. That's right. It's our friends at Olipop. They've been tremendous sponsors for us this season, and we're having a little fan appreciation day. I think for the third period, we'll have a little surprise for this watch along. We're going to talk some diehards into coming into the studio, and maybe we watch all the madness unfold in real time with some of the fans who have joined us here at PHLY Studios today, drinking some Olipop, but hopefully we'll hear from them in the third period.
Absolutely.
But you're going to want to be drinking that Olipop all the time. It's got all the fiber. It's only 2 to 5 grams of sugar per can. It is, in terms of soda or soda substitutes, about as well as you can do. Some of the diehards out there, my friends, they actually drink Olipop. Like,
nice.
I told them I got this sponsorship and this thing tonight, sponsored by. They're like, "Oh man, I love it. I love that stuff." Like, I get not the biggest soda people, but when they want a mixer or something sweet, it's like, "Oh yeah, well, it's not horrible for you the way most soda is. It's like a nice substitute." And I thought it's a pretty good recommendation there. It's between like my friend Frankie and Kelly. They use all of our sponsored products, but now Olipop is why we're here tonight, and we couldn't be happier to be one of their partners in pushing this new kind of soda that isn't the worst thing imaginable. That's like,
snap! This guy flew in from Sweden.
Let's go. Flew in from Sweden for this one. Oh, buddy, hopefully you get to stay and watch a playoff game, but
we
it's going to take a little bit of help.
Sweden these days.
The Flyers, I think, are a fairly well-regarded team internationally. Like,
yeah, man.
For the older generation, they were a premier team for the entire 70s and 80s, really. Then Lindros, and they end up with Forsberg at one point. They have Tiemann, and there's just always been a pretty good European contingent. I know, back in the BSH days, we would have people fly in from all over the place. When I used to be able to take callers on post game, we had a pretty good amount of Australians. Actually, we were pretty big in Australia. I think our numbers still show that. Here with the PHLY pod, we're the pretty big hockey podcast. And I don't know how much hockey's going on in Australia.
It's not even just hockey, but it's just Philly sports.
Yeah.
They love the Eagles. They love the Sixers too. I've met a good amount of Philly sports fans in Australia. It's very, very.
That's true now
cool.
with Jordan Mailata, and they've had a couple of Australian rules punters. I think they had Sav Rocca and another dude at one point.
You think they still like Ben Simmons out there?
Probably. That guy.
He's the Cutter Gauthier on the hardwood.
He makes me want to do. He makes me want to do other sports talk radio. Ben Simmons. I could just rip on that dude all day. I see we have a super chat from John Leonard. Bill, are you a black and white or Wolfpack guy? As a kid, I loved the NWO Wolfpack. I was huge on Kevin Nash. Tomato Sting was, I mean, it looked ridiculous now, but I loved Red Face Sting. But I was big on the Wolfpack, but I think it's hard to beat the original black and white NWO shirt. It's really crisp and clean. I did have, as a kid, though, I went to Thunder at the Spectrum in '98 and got the Wolfpack shirt. Tippett goes through the legs on that chance. That was something. Just fights it off. It's not like they're not getting their chances.
They are. They're definitely getting their chances.
Stand to get a few more. There's about 6 minutes left in the second period. The Habs are up 3-2 with 6 minutes left in the third. Or in the second, excuse me. Middle frame there. Still about 26 minutes to go in that game. But they're doing their part. They're up 3-2. In a game we need them to win in regulation to keep the Flyers' playoff chances alive. But this is... just needs something. The Flyers need something to get going here. Man, I liked the way they kept the momentum up after the disallowed goal. They won the next couple of shifts. They drew the penalty. I thought they played pretty well after that. They need to get back to just putting on more pressure right now.
A daunted second period, man. Rayman 46 here in the chat. If Washington wins, are the Red Wings, Philly, and Pitt eliminated? I believe if Washington wins, that eliminates everyone else, right?
I think if Washington wins, they're in. That is how I believe. Like, they are in a win and get in situation. Everyone else needs help from everyone else.
Troy has to win in regulation, right?
What do they need? Yeah, I think they have to win in regulation for their tiebreaker situation. See what Charlie's saying on the old Twitter.com. I just, like looking at Charlie's tweets throughout the game.
Yeah, Timbo Slice. That first goal, man, it's going to... We'll see how this game ends, but that could be a good talking point in tonight's postgame, which is why you guys should check it out.
Charlie's last tweet just about that Tippett chance. It was a sick move. If the pass was a little bit more on target, it's probably tied, but he did take a second to have to corral the puck. It feels like that's the way the offense has gone through the first half of this game so far. It's just like, it's right there. Just need to capitalize a little bit. Just need to use your physicality and speed a little bit to get to some of these loose pucks, create second chances. And I think they can still win this game, but they need to get something going and need to get it going fast.
Dude, it looks like a really good crowd too, which I'm happy to see. Should be for the last game like this.
Nice fan appreciation night. We got awesome. The Flyers Awards today before the game.
Yeah.
And we were robbed of the third win, potential third win of the Pelle Lindbergh Trophy for the most improved player. Travis Sanheim had a chance, but Cam York took it home. Sanheim did win the Ashby for the #1 defenseman trophy. But I just thought, we talked all year about how funny it would be, a guy winning most improved 3 times. And I thought he had a chance.
I mean, he really looked really much better.
Through the first month of the season, it was like, holy shit, he's really going to do this. And this time, it's earned. He did considerably improve.
But, Cam went from, we don't know what his future is with the team to, he's got a spot with this team going forward.
He didn't make the team out of camp last year.
That's true.
And now he's true. You can argue he should have won the best defenseman award. He's been that good, also especially in the second half of this season.
Would have been funny if they would have gave it to Sean Walker.
I wondered if that was even. I guess you probably just can't. But I wondered if it was a possibility. And granted, Sanheim and York have been playing the bulk of the minutes all season. And Sanheim, especially early, put up the huge offensive numbers. But it's hard to argue that Sean Walker wasn't their most effective defenseman.
Right.
He was, in the minutes he got, as good as anyone on the team.
He was big.
Nice pass by Coots. Played it to the slot. Doesn't get through. Back to the point. Zammy across.
Woo!
Was it Eric Johnson? Did he tip it?
Let's go.
All right, boys. Tied at 1 here, 7.5 left in the second. Montreal is pressuring right now as well.
Let's go.
All right, Eric, was it Johnson?
And on the 10th shot.
Zamula from deep, risks it to the net. Oh, yeah. Johnson in front. Nets it. Net front presence, Eric Johnson. Hell of a trade by Danny Briere acquiring this power forward, Eric Johnson. Listen.
Good job.
They had to get one eventually. That feels good. That feels good. Would love to see Montreal
come on.
get an insurance goal headed into the third here. About 4 minutes left, still 3-2. All right, but the Flyers have life. 1-1 here, 7.5 left in the second period. Let's build something. Let's build something. Get it going. Yeah. Get the building rocking. Caps right back on offense, though.
There you go.
Oh,
oof.
Hammered. That was
a shot.
Yeah. Caps getting a little physical here, taking the momentum back. Oh, that hit some post. That hit the outside of the post on the short side. Push it through. It's the TV out in the lobby is like half a second ahead of ours. It's very funny.
How is that possible?
Yeah. It was funny when I was doing these post games during Phillies playoffs, and it was just like when I was doing the solo post games, waiting for Charlie to join the show, and the Phillies playoffs are going on out there, and I was just listening to them. I was like, "I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I care way more about this than like this October Flyers game." Yeah,
it's very true, man.
But now we're here and we're playing the meaningful game. And it is a nice departure from the last few seasons.
Yeah, man. Ooh.
Oh, rip that one, though.
Having meaningful hockey. I mean, I told you, Bill, I just wanted some good, because like the last couple of years, there was some rough hockey we were watching. So we got some good hockey to watch this year. We have a shot here.
If the Flyers don't make it, it'll be the fourth straight year they don't get into the playoffs. And like, listen, the playoffs were never the goal. Keith Jones literally told us that when we were sitting with him a few months ago. But I just think back to 06-07 when they missed for the first time in 12 years. And then the very next year, what happened? They were back with the vengeance. They went to the Eastern Conference Final. Like, it just felt like the playoffs were our birthright for so long.
Right.
And now this will be, if they end up missing, the 8th time in the last 12 seasons they missed the playoffs. They were on a 12-season playoff streak for a while there. They went, 16 times in 17 seasons? Like, times have so seriously changed here for the Flyers. Well, I mean, it's tough to fathom.
I mean, growing up, winter was Flyers time. Like, everyone was more in tune to the Flyers and the Sixers. And at some point, I guess when I turned like 23, like it flipped. Everyone was paying attention to Sixers, and Flyers started going on their decline there. But it's good to see both teams actually doing well, especially the Flyers. Oh.
Giving up a few rush chances right now.
Yeah.
Really like to see that slowed down. There we go. Flyers with an interception of their own. Get it to TK.
Come on.
TK up high. Come on, come on. Well, Tippett had that one on the doorstep. Drysdale with the keep, though. Lawton wants to rip this slap shot so bad.
He really does. Wait, good job.
There's no way that stayed in. Yeah.
I like the effort, though.
Not a turnover, though.
Montreal's on the power play right now.
All right. I'm building some speed up. Let's get something here. Let's go. Oh, Palin coming in. So right now, what we're looking at, still 3-2, about a minute 20 left in the second in Montreal. Montreal just gained the zone. They're doing some stuff. So right now, it's just very funny to see. You look at the 2 goals in this game. It's like, oh, yeah, Ovechkin, he gets his 31st. It's Oshie factors in with an assist. And you look at the Flyers. It looks like Couturier is being credited with it right now. That is huge if it's Coots. I thought for sure it was Eric Johnson, but right now it is Sean Couturier on the score sheet, ending what would be an incredibly long scoring drought for him. Just his 3rd goal of calendar year 2024. So that would be huge if he's the one who got them in this game. I'm pretty sure it was Eric Johnson, though.
Well, you also know that, Coots is going to get the game-winning goal now.
Yeah, of course.
Playing well here.
There you go. Just create some havoc down low. Get a turnover. That's it. Oh! That was the one, man. Got to punch that chance home. No traffic. Good shift, though. Flyers starting to take some momentum back. That's what we need to see. It's 32 seconds. Montreal has an offensive zone face-off here in the second. TK, you got to bury that, man. Come on.
Oh, man. It's about to be the end of the second here in Montreal. The 3-2 lead for the Canadiens.
They're going to, unless they score in these last 10 seconds, they're going to have a few seconds of a power play to start the third. Nothing like some good old-fashioned scoreboard watching.
I know.
Takes me back to 2007 watching the Marlins Mets. Just the greatest collapse in the history of sports. Nothing was better than that Mets collapse. The Mets collapsing in 2007 was almost as good as winning the World Series in 2008. Like, there's nothing better than that. All right, so it's end of second now in Montreal. Montreal's still up 3-2 on Detroit. We need them to hold this lead and win in regulation to keep the Flyers' playoff chances alive. About 2 minutes left here in the second period in Philly. And it's 1-1. It's a low-event game. Flyers starting to build a little bit of momentum heading into the third. Be nice to get a lead going into the third. These last 2 minutes, try to make something happen here, JT.
But this is what you want if you're the Flyers. You want to keep this low scoring. It's obviously been a really physical game, and you're just going to have to hope that another lucky bounce happens for you here. Obviously, that Eric Johnson goal, great deflection, great misdirection there for him. But, someone else is going to have to find a way to get the puck in the back of the net. They're showing the Eric Johnson goal up in Montreal right now. Nice.
All right.
That's exactly what you needed here.
Oh, dude, great checks. It's just all Hathaway's checks. Okay.
Love watching him just lay a big hit. The thing is, we talked about it, Bill, it feels like he doesn't need a lot of momentum just to nail someone.
It's just nothing like a good, heat-seeking missile. Dude who going in on the forecheck, he's first man in and he's taking the body. The second forechecker, go for the puck. He's going to have his man. He's going to have his guy. You need to go get that puck now. It is, I do love watching. That's something Charlie said in the offseason. Just as people who watch every game, it's their job. Garnett Hathaway is going to make our job more enjoyable this year, and he absolutely has. He's been one of the dudes who's been a lot of fun to watch.
Really has, man. Great pick. I mean, we talked about the signings and the moves that Danny did in the offseason, but that was another great one there.
Too easy, that, bro. Okay. Okay. Just don't let him build any momentum through neutral zone and
Right.
cut everything off. See if you can get a break the other way.
Most goals. Oh, my God.
Did Gallagher score both of his like slam dunks like that? Like,
I guess
that's
so.
so funny. What a day for him. 2 goals, and they're both like puck squeaking through the goalie, and he slams it home.
Now, why do they have to show us this?
I can't believe that's it. Like, was that 49? I would have guessed it's 100.
Crosby obviously has the most.
Yeah, well.
55. I didn't expect Yager too. I guess he was killing us back when he was in the Penguins.
Yeah, I mean, the Penguins, and then the Caps, and then the Rangers, and he played till he was 104.
That's right.
Like,
This is still the best winger that Claude Giroux ever played with.
probably, yeah. It was a hell of a season.
It really was.
Yeah, he's the best winger Claude Giroux ever played with until Giroux's first season at wing. And then he was his own best winger. 100 points, 30 goals. Who knew? The sniper that Giroux always needed was himself.
All right.
Just don't give up
We're
a late
under
goal
a minute now.
Come on.
Good job, Ayers.
Just get out of this period. Okay.
All right. Well, they're
Putting
right
the
back
pressure
in
right
there.
back on. That's gaining the zone way too easy right now.
I mean, they're old, but they got some good talented
35
forwards.
seconds left. Oh, come on, Coots. Oh, man. Couple of chances, both blocked up high there.
Get one more.
16 seconds left for the
one
Flyers.
More good one, guys.
Putting on some pressure. Puck gets out. Icing with 8 seconds left in the second. Man. So this is the scenario now. It's in all likelihood going to be tie game in the third, needing to win in regulation, and we wait. We wait to see what John Tortorella does.
Yeah,
in
what
this
do you
third
do
period.
if it goes to overtime? Like,
I mean, if it goes to, they're going to have to pull the goalie at a certain point if it's a tie game or a 1-goal game. You need to win in regulation. Going to overtime means nothing. So we'll see, but maybe they can get one here in the final 9 seconds. Caps win the face-off. That'll just about do it for the second. Here we are after 40 minutes of both games. Flyers and Caps tied at 1 in a must-win regulation situation for the Flyers. Montreal holding a 3-2 lead. They have to win in regulation. JP, this has been what we thought. It's an intense game. Flyers seem to be starting to build a little momentum there at the end of the second. Hope to see that carry over. 17 minutes from now, the third period will start. JP, who scores the game winner?
wow. I mean, I'm going to stick to the narrative. I'm going to stick to the bit. Give me Coots, man.
It would really be something if Couturier could get this, if they can get this done in regulation.
Come on,
I'm thinking it's going to be Tyson Forster. He scored some big goals for them lately.
Kids are playing really good, too.
He's been playing good hockey. He scored some big goals for them lately. We'll be back for the third period with this little watch-along party that we're doing. We're having a great time here. We're having a great time thanks to our friends at Olipop. Remember, only 2 to 5 grams of sugar in each can, 9 grams of prebiotic fiber in every can of Olipop. They're helping you out. Help us out. Drink some Olipop. Go to drinkolipop.com. Use promo code PHLY20 for 20% off. All right, we'll be back for the third and final period of the Flyers regular season. Hopefully not of the season, but we need some help. Let's go Habs. Let's go Flyers. All right, we are back here for the third period. It's about to get underway. It's already getting going there in Montreal. It is still 3-2 Habs. Almost 3-3. About 3 minutes gone there. Flyers coming out for the third, and we are now joined by some of our diehards. Frankie, Allison, and Bry are here with us. Dave might be joining us. I don't know where he went.
Did they bring the goals, though, Bill?
We tried.
But hopefully you brought the goals with us for both. I know this is going to kill us, but we have to root for the Habs.
It's not 2008.
The French are assholes, Lloyd. But tonight we love them. We love them tonight. But I asked JP before the end to say, who scores the winner?
Forrester.
I have Forster as well.
Wow.
I'm feeling it.
Outstanding.
Can we get a paling? A nitty gritty?
That would be nice. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe a second goal out of Eric Johnson. I did. The goal was changed now. I believe it's up on NHL.com. Yeah, it says Eric Johnson is fifth from Zamula and Couturier. It was originally credited to Coots. He might still have no assists. He might have 5 goals and no assists. Eric Johnson. Oh, he got one.
No.
And Detroit tied it up. Bastards.
God damn it.
He does have an assist. Eric Johnson got one against Montreal. So he won't finish with the 5-0 stat line. And now diehard Davey B joins us for the third period.
Welcome to the show.
Detroit has tied it up. The Flyers are now underway about 20 seconds into the third. It's winner go home time now, boys and lady.
Everyone, right?
They're just gonna. Caps are going to take their time. If they win, they're in, and if this game goes to OT, Flyers are out no matter what. Pull them now. 19 minutes, 12 seconds left. See how it goes.
Make it interesting.
The Flyers have such a lethal offense with the man advantage.
Oh. Failing.
Come on.
It's those second opportunities, man. They're just not getting them tonight. A lot of blocked shots up high. All right.
Come on, boys.
Ayers has been solid tonight.
Yeah.
This is like one of the most encouraging things about this late season is his bounce back. That's how they got it on like a bad angle. Goddamn Detroit. Just go away.
That's like the Sylvester goal. Terrible.
Yeah, like Ovi is the greatest goal scorer of all time, and now he needs luck too. Like, really? That's who's going to keep us out? Not even like an Ovi blast, just it hit him in the
Off
hip.
the hip.
Don't love icing it early.
Let's see here.
All right.
It's all strategy.
Big fan of the stargazing. All right. No, I'm very happy he got his shit together because he sucked for about a month and a half.
When they brought Fedotov over, right?
And it's your only option.
No, that's like they didn't have a backup of any kind. And they were like, yeah, you're in a slump right now. Sorry, got to keep playing.
So
Too bad.
a quick check from the comment section. Kelly Hagel gives a big Frankie in the comment section.
Kelly checking in from the Wells Fargo Center.
That's dedication.
And of course, she's here in spirit.
That's right.
We put her face on the mannequin. Charlie gets no representation. Because this is on him if they lose. I don't know why, but it is.
Definitely not that ref.
Yeah, definitely not the ref who was just like, fuck it, plays over.
Blow this whistle.
That I don't know if I've ever seen like everyone lose it though. There's always one guy who knows where it is, and no one had a clue where that puck was. Just got to get back on offense. Starting to just like run around a little bit, and that's when they're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Another loose puck. Paul BQ Bell ends it. That would be the guy.
Oh my God, you imagine?
How early can they possibly pull the 5 minutes?
Patrick Watt would go.
If it's 1-1 with 5 minutes left,
Five's probably good.
Five's a lot.
5's a lot, but you can't go to overtime. Overtime is the same as losing.
And we have 16 shots so far. 1 goal.
Yeah, it's not like they've really. Oh yeah, they've been banging on the doorstep all night. They're gonna have 25 shots tonight, probably.
Paling's got 3.
Good time to remind you all. We're doing this because of Olipop. Everyone here is with us on behalf of I'm not on behalf, but because of Olipop hosting us here tonight at the PHLY studios for this little. I want to do a fan appreciation night, watch along party, and Olipop mixed with a little bit of booze, not too shabby. I switched it up like I said I would at Intermission. I am on the strawberry vanilla, which is available at all your local Wawas, with some tequila. And I got to tell you, this is maybe my new drink.
Bill, something to keep an eye out for. We had it in the comments section here from Nathan Rudolph. Morgan Frost with 0 shifts in the second half of the period. I just checked. I think that adds up.
We did see Couturier took a shift with Forster and Konechny, and it seemed like they were mixing the centers around. So, yeah, I can't imagine you would bench Morgan Frost at this point, so maybe he's hurt. But when we're doing this, it's hard to hear the broadcast.
True.
Can't exactly know what they're saying because that would be illegal if you could hear it. We'd get shut down real quick. What could NHL rights possibly cost? $86? Why can't we just get them? We should carry the Flyers games here. And who's this now? Forster, Forby, and Couturier. Forster, Farabee, and Couturier. That's. Yeah, they're just mixing things up, looking for some. Oh, damn it! Was that Forster in the slot?
Was that you? Was that your call?
That was my call.
Blocked up high. It's another shot blocked up high. Just not getting enough through right now.
Looking strong there.
Coots has been strong on the puck in this
Not
one.
getting any calls, huh?
We're owed at least 2 more.
A couple more.
I know the power play isn't exactly oh yeah, but give us a call. There's been 1 penalty in this game, I think. Where the
It was right after that missed call, right?
yeah, it was the Tom Wilson trip. I think is the only penalty so far.
We got a super chat.
Super chat.
I love cheesesteaks. He says, love from New Zealand. Let's go Flyers.
New
I love that name.
Zealand. I just love the international flavor we have on this show. It's
Cheesesteaks out there?
Little Kiwi cheesesteaks.
I think it's 3 yesterday. I don't really know how it works. I don't know how it works.
It's got to be a different day.
Oh,
Ah, come on. It's coming,
starting
guys.
to put
Come
some
on.
pressure on, starting to get some chances. It's these guys Tippett and Forster, the dudes who can actually shoot, man. They just got to put one in eventually.
It's not much space.
Oh, very well executed, but
Dude.
Ava's on the stream.
Nice.
Welcome, my love. Thank you for joining us.
He's behaving.
I am a tremendous host. There is pizza. I did my duties as a host tonight. There's liquor and pizza. That's all I can do.
The pizza says Ava G on it.
Yeah, it does. Well, we share a DoorDash account. It's another thing I can't get with my credit. We'll talk about that in the True Mark read tonight. I can't even get a DoorDash account.
This man.
Kids, don't spend your 20s not paying your bills. It seems like a good idea at the time. And then someone's like, let's buy a house. And you have to tell them, I don't think we can.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Get some.
back door was open. Got to crash down, York.
These guys.
Failing.
This line is on fire.
Buzzing.
Case has been one of their best players
Yeah,
tonight.
Yeah.
There you go. Off the ref. We'll take anything.
The ref should pick it up and put it in the net for us. Right back at him. This is gonna they're gonna set a record for blocked shots in this game.
Who's that?
It's 24. There's been 40 blocked shots already, and there's more than half the period left.
That's insane.
Yeah. Jeez Louise. It is
Did I
still
do that
3-3
math right?
in
Good for
Montreal.
me.
24 and 16 is 40.
Damn, good for
That's
me.
pretty good math, too. It's unbelievable to have 40 shots blocked.
Yeah, like
There.
Nice Coors Lights.
Bayer.
according to Charlie 4 minutes ago, it says, for what it's worth, Frost and Brink are sitting in the middle of the bench, implying they think they're still in the possible forward rotation. Cam Atkinson is at the far end, opening and closing the bench door, implying that he believes he's likely done for the night. It's interesting that Brink might be, because I thought he had a really strong first period.
He's been really strong tonight. Interesting. Definitely keep an eye out for.
Maybe they're just putting out, like, of course, this game's just going to be tied through the whole third. And we need a regulation law. Yeah, so that doesn't help us. We need Montreal to score 3 fast.
Come on.
A little something going on up there. Oh,
Scotty Lotz. Class Guy Award. Love it.
nice little going away present for Scott Lawton. Class Guy Community Award.
Yeah. Class guy. He's a class guy.
It's class act.
Class act.
Yeah, we do have a fridge full of Olipop back there.
Let's go, Flyers. Come on now. Got 2 more in us.
Just get it up ice. There we go.
Is this really
Taking a lot of shots
that
from
line
distance.
again?
They have.
Every time I see
They just
something,
need, like,
Need someone to finish.
they just need someone who just puts in a rebound. Like,
Yeah, overall.
Look at those new block shots. 26 and 17. 43.
Jeez, man.
that's
Half those shots were just lazy, though.
Flyers have been taking a lot of shots up high on the rush tonight. Like they have 2-on-1 and they just go, you know what? We're not getting by them.
Shoot it.
This is just the most Flyers shit ever. Like, of course, the scenario of them being tied in this game is playing out. Why wouldn't they just win 4-1?
There you go, TK.
Right, stir it up.
Stir it up a little
Just
bit.
get the boys going.
Someone needs to bring the jam.
Oh boy.
It's back-to-back, basically playing games here. I forgot about the Sixers having that tomorrow.
Better win. You need to win that one. Avoid Boston.
Oh my God! Imagine a play-in tournament with this group of teams, like just garbage, like just fucking the worst.
As if hockey isn't hard enough.
Yeah, let's add a couple more games. And
Into the Stanley Cup playoffs.
like, just imagine being Buffalo and be like, we have to play again. No,
It's gonna go.
Golf.
golf.
Frank's going golf.
Go golf.
Just go golf.
Well, at least you're not going to Salt Lake City.
That is amazing.
Even Buffalo would probably rather stay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, at least you have Canada right there. Great wings. Oh, that Olipop's delicious.
So good.
I love me some Olipop.
Ollie.
It's probably this rush up ice, Paul Larson. 12 minutes left.
11.5.
Yeah. As soon as Ovi leaves the ice. Ah. Anyone else? But it had to be Couturier. He is playing well tonight, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
Oh. I feel like they made their push. Like now it's coming back again.
That's fine. Just take the momentum. They got another wave in them.
Probably need to get someone else to shift at some
Oh,
point.
I think the Canadiens just took the lead.
What do we have?
Let's see it.
Charlie just tweeted it, so.
Here we go.
4-3 Habs, 7 minutes left.
Boom.
Yeah, the Habs are about to score in this game.
So nice.
Nice.
So nice. Come on now. Someone
That's
on the
big
bench.
for us. There we go. Okay.
Let's go!
All right.
All right.
Montreal doing their part. 4-3, 7:14 left in the third. We need them to hold this lead, win in regulation. And we really need a Flyers goal here.
Stuck on one.
And it was by Eric Johnson. Yeah, it's not quite enough out of the big guys on this team. I know the Flyers lack high-end talent, but they got enough dudes to score more than no goals.
Someone.
There it is.
Ah, love hearing JJ. Cam Atkinson played 441 tonight. Leading you to wonder they didn't have anyone else who could have played more than 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just
Change some momentum. You never know.
Delorier is a goal much more recently than Cam Atkinson does.
Oh, that's not good.
It's his only one,
Yeah.
but this line just forechecks like crazy.
Does seem like
They're going to end up playing 20 minutes tonight.
Yeah, they're out there so much. Come on. One of them's got
Nice.
momentum. Let's go.
Ah! Good D.
Good job, Cam.
Ah. Just getting a little sloppy here. Are you sure you didn't lose sight of that one, ref? All right. 9:36 left in the third. 1-1. And now it's goalie watch time. How soon does he do it?
Oh, man.
When do you think, JP? It's 5 minutes too early.
I mean, you see John Cooper do what, 9 minutes that in the game when we played them?
Yeah. So at a certain point, you're like, it's the season. You have to win in regulation.
I would say 5 minutes, man.
5 minutes might be. It's one thing if it's like a 4-3 game and you know what, we've been creating offense all night. One goal. What do they have? 20 shots, maybe like 19 shots on goal. You need a little spark here on this offense. I wouldn't be surprised if he does it with the 5-minute mark.
I do trust him more with 6-on-5 than I do with them on 5-on-4.
One more guy out there to back things up.
They seem to look better on the 6-on-5 for some reason. We got 5 minutes left in this Montreal game.
Just hold on, Montreal. Just freaking hold on.
I will learn French for you.
What's going on here? What the
Gas
fuck?
spray doesn't pull some crazy maneuver or something.
Yeah, all of a sudden he jumps out of his skates like he did last night.
Jumps 8
Dude's like Frankie's size and somehow
They should have reviewed
made the
that.
Odell catch.
Bill, did you get your free Wawa coffee today?
I did not get my free Wawa coffee today. I
Expect you to get it. Of all people.
didn't leave the house today until I rarely drink hot coffee. I don't find hot beverages appealing.
Gotcha.
Goes down easier cold.
That's true.
What about the Ben and Jerry's? Isn't that today? Wait, free Ben and
All
Jerry's.
right.
Free ice cream. We're giving that out too.
Where?
I think you got it. I think it's like a Ben and Jerry's thing.
I think they do in the spring have like some kind of free ice cream.
Yeah.
They got to compete with Rita's, man. Got to keep up.
When's free
Exactly.
Rita's? That's a good question too.
Is there 4:30 left in that game?
Dad and Sal on
Hmm.
Are we trying to get a sponsorship?
I'll take it.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, I would not be opposed to that.
Might know some people.
Just the Ritas on our Just the one shot.
Pay them takes and halfway.
Yeah, they
I
really,
mean, they're in the offense.
they really need to get someone out there. Just because none of them can score, you know. Maybe go 4 forwards at some point. Not that they're playing any of their forwards.
Oh
But
my god.
Jesus, I thought he was going head first into the glass.
Bit reckless.
They just can't be first to any pucks right now. Like,
So much faster than them too.
oh yeah. This is like Montreal is going to hold on, and this is going to play out over the final minute. Like, this is going to be a last minute situation.
So you're
There's
saying
not a doubt in my
we're
mind.
gonna pull the goalie for 5 minutes and it'll still end up going to overtime.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, neither team is going
That's
to
so
score.
Flyers.
It's so there's gonna be 10 blocked shots.
3:50 left in Montreal. They're still holding on. If Montreal does their job and the Flyers can't freaking get 2 goals in this game, that's going to be very frustrating.
Okay, do something. Let's see.
Jesus. Detroit, they need to win in regulation too. So this is a goalie pull situation for them with 4 minutes left, right?
Sure, they haven't pulled
It's
yet.
true.
They also have a bunch of guys who can score.
Wow. And it's
Yeah,
they've already got
Yeah.
they've already got 3 goals tonight.
Oh, we've got Caitlin from AllCITY in the chat. Bill.
Oh, hello, Caitlin. Come on, just get to a loose puck. Win one battle. There we go, Coots. They need to be in the zone. They need to be in the zone. Oh, that was, yeah. They have not.
2 minutes, 2.5.
Maybe on this rush now.
Wait, Detroit has to win in regulation?
Yeah.
So they got to tie it and score another goal?
Yeah. Come on.
Come on, Montreal. Get an insurance goal. Boosh just said the 6-minute mark. You start thinking about it. We're at the 2-minute mark in Montreal, and Detroit still has their goalie in.
Jeez.
And they're down 2, essentially. No, Detroit can go to overtime. They can, yes.
We need the
Yeah. We need them to lose in regulation is what the thing is. All right, getting testy down here.
Let's go.
Mixing it up. Nick Sealer and Albay Cubel.
Yeah.
They both had.
Are they taking either? Oh, nice save.
Strong pass.
All right. That's your goal. Like, if nothing else, do it for this dude who's just killed himself for you this year. They got to break out of the zone first, though. Just happened. Well, if you need someone to get the zone, it's this line. Put Tippett out on the point or something.
Yeah.
Let, let these guys forecheck it. Yeah.
Who needs
a goal scorer.
I mean, just go 5 forwards first.
Yeah. We're hitting that 5-minute mark.
We're there, man.
We're hitting that mark.
Here we go. No.
Detroit does have their net empty now with 1:30 left. Still down 1. 5 minutes here. Flyers just need to break out of the zone. Nice move there. Oh, Coots, come on! 2-on-1. Pass was a little behind him, and he just couldn't control it. Fuck. All right, they get the zone. There you go.
All right, crash.
Tush push.
Yeah. Put it in his head.
Push that tush.
That's how we're going to win this. Some gritty tush push. Come on.
Man.
Looks like we got
get a
some
little
sort of
chippy.
shenanigans going on up in Montreal.
Oh, man.
Boo.
53 seconds away for Montreal winning.
Just score a goddamn goal. Like, how hard is it really? There's a bunch of them every single night. Goals get scored. Eric Johnson just did it. How hard can it be? He's 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Detroit just drawing up a play. It's like, well, we have Patrick Kane and we need to break Philly's heart. So just get him on the ice. I'm not in the mood for these commercials right now. Just
I
hit me with the
know.
goddamn. Like, am I doing Olipop reads right now? No. And I love Olipop. I would love to be telling you how great Olipop is. But we're in the Rav 4 minutes to play.
Oh, no.
And we got shit to do.
Still plenty of time.
All the time in the world, boys. Could probably score 2 goals.
Yeah. If this was a good team like Florida, we'd score with 21 seconds left. But a mediocre team.
That's I had their winning percentage against the 13 teams that were like basically contenders based on like sportsbook odds, almost exactly the same as the 18 teams that aren't. Like it was like percentage points difference. They've done exactly as well against great teams as they have the worst teams in the league this year. It all goes back to the Sharks. I will never forget the Sharks game.
One more win. Right?
Uh-oh. Oh, broken up. Is that Tippett who
Job
got back?
Tippett.
Yeah. 4:20 to go. Let's do it. Okay. Went down to, we have 36.7 on the screen. There's 7 seconds left in the Habs Red Wings game based on NHL.com. So it looks like they're going to hold on.
We just got to do our thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Just need a goal now. Couple of minutes to score a goal.
These shots just aren't.
There's just, they get a rush. They shoot from distance. There's no traffic. They're just having trouble establishing anything on offense right now. 4-4.
Are you kidding me? They scored with 7 seconds.
Red Wings tied it with 3 seconds left.
Are you kidding me?
Don't tell me it was Ghosts there.
Oh, how funny would that be? God damn it.
Well,
Was it?
David Perron.
Okay, so right here.
wow.
Yeah, but they needed to win in regulation.
To knock us out, they can go to overtime because they can get to 90 points. I don't think it gets them in. They'll still be alive with Pittsburgh tomorrow.
So Montreal could still win this in overtime,
Fuck.
but go figure.
But we can't get
it's
to
gonna be
90.
Ghosts there. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no way. Was it Ghost?
I can't see. Is that 57 per hour?
7 seconds.
Three seconds.
Perron from Ghost with 3 seconds left.
Yeah, per hour.
Motherfucker. Well,
Ghosts made the play to get that to him.
Well, we can
Yeah.
blame Chuck Fletcher again.
yep.
Yeah.
Remember when they traded him for nothing? He just knocked the Flyers out of the playoffs on back-to-back nights. Thanks, Chuck.
At least we can blame.
Well, yeah. That will just about do it for us. Yep. Officially make the playoffs. That's 4 straight years for the Flyers out of the playoffs. The most since I think they missed 5 in a row leading up to Lindros in the 90s. Just sucks, man. Like, it just fucking sucks that they got this far, that they got to this point and miss because, like, now, listen, they'd still have to win this game even if like, Montreal were to hold on, and I'm not all that confident they can even do that. But, like, God damn it. It would be so funny if they scored right after it didn't matter. That would be the most Flyer shit if they score immediately after it doesn't matter. They give up the empty netter. That'll do it. This sucks, guys. Like, no matter what you thought of, like, this plan coming into it, they're not going to tear it all the way down, whatever. This was a really fun season.
Yeah.
And I think we learned a lot about a lot of guys, but I wanted to see them make the playoffs. I just feel like they played so well for like 60 games that they deserved it, but it just didn't work out for them in the end. And it's another year. It is yet another year of a not having a chance to win a Stanley Cup. I know that they wouldn't have won. But when the playoffs start, everyone's back to even, man. Everyone's 0-0.
That's just fun, man.
And like playoff hockey's fucking fun. Like preparing for today was fun.
Especially a city like this, man.
It's a damn shame.
Good experience. Make money. We have
This
fun.
knocks the Pens out though, right?
I do believe so.
This does knock the Pens out.
Capitals are above everyone, right?
Yeah, the Caps win and they're in. So this eliminates everyone.
So
All right.
at
Yeah.
least we took the
We'll take
Penguins
that
out.
away.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Three.
3 seconds.
Ghost.
And Ghost.
Of course it was Ghost. 2 nights in a row. Couldn't use a guy like that. No.
Oh, man.
Flyers probably should.
Like, how did the Habs not just get through the last 3 seconds of the game?
That's such a.
I wonder
short
if they
time.
know.
There's no way. Maybe in
I
this.
bet people are yelling it, but they're like, don't tell us.
Yeah.
They probably don't want to know.
don't want to know.
I would just think like assistant coaches know if you need to do something.
Some equipment trainers definitely.
Yeah.
whisper into,
Yeah.
Rocky Thompson.
Right.
They're out.
Just pull the goal. Go. You know. Wait, where's that tequila go?
On the table. It's in these 2 glasses.
Nah.
Frank didn't know.
I don't know how it works.
It's probably all right. It's not like it's another alcohol. Like it's Olipop. We mix the two. We're making them partners tonight.
Nothing
Yeah.
makes tequila better
My
than
face
this
is back here.
It's like
Listen, if they wanted me to do this in the last game of the season, they're going to have to deal with me drinking. Much like most of the games.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah, it's not like they watch the Flyers.
We've given up 18 shots and we're gonna lose.
Harrison had a great game. Honestly, just
Yeah.
no offense. Like
Eric Johnson scored the only goal.
Yeah. You can't have Taylor-
As mad as I want to be
That's
at,
fine.
as mad as I want to be at the Habs, like,
Oh no, I could be mad.
Did
yeah.
we have-
Oh yeah, it's fuck Montreal. But like,
We didn't have more than 5 good opportunities. They just,
yeah, and like 3 of them were Ryan Paling.
yeah.
Oh, man. Now what?
Give Washington a goal. Make it interesting.
Blues are gonna have a busy offseason.
Yeah, no, it's.
That's There's 4 goalies.
What are you
Four
talking
goalies
about?
in the mix, like, how are they gonna get top end talent?
Keep an eye on Buffalo.
Yeah.
I think they can pilfer something from Buffalo. I think one of the defensemen. I bet you could steal.
I'm sure they want Risto back.
Yeah, yeah.
We could do-
Just Risto. Here you go.
Trade each other.
Yeah.
Prime away from that
Right.
draft.
That loser they have,
Oh, I mean, if we're just gonna
assistant
throw out-
captain.
What about stealing Zach Hyman? Edmonton can't pay him.
I mean, he'd be
He's
a
got
flyer.
50 goals.
Scoring from the slot. I mean, he'd be the best flyer of all time. Like, he'd be like Canoodle.
Can we just
Mike Canoodle.
let's wish?
He'd just be like
Good name.
tapping them in. Although we don't have kind of data. Yeah, I was gonna say someone's got to give it to him.
Create the opportunities.
It is still weird seeing Patrick Kane in a Red Wings uniform.
He's putting together quite a jersey collection for himself of original 6 teams.
He is, man.
Just like, what's the point? Hooks and lines.
So Ovechkin and
Yeah.
OG.
2016.
2016.
Story writes itself, guys.
2:19 left in the Flyers regular season, game 82. And that's it. There will not be an 83rd game for a 4th year in a row. That just sucks. Like, if you're not going to pick in the top 5, make the playoffs, you know? They were so close.
Should beat Chicago.
I mean, they had every chance in the world with the end of season schedule. It's they went on an 8-game losing streak.
Don't allow 9 goals to Montreal.
Yeah. The Montreal game.
Someone's trying to get like a bonus.
Yeah. Who's got the-
bonus?
Who's on the cusp of a number right now?
What's our goal differential now, Bill?
What were they? They were minus 36 or something. Where'd
No,
the
minus
I lost the
37.
standings? Hold on. Is there +1 in this game? So Washington's gonna make it at a minus 37, pending whatever happens next. They still have to win this game, and the Flyers do have the net empty, so they could, I guess, fuck it up for the Caps still. Whatever.
At this point.
Yeah. Let's see how they do in this final minute. And maybe they try to make things interesting for the Caps. Force overtime. No.
Score quick so we can pull the goalie again.
Yeah.
Get in.
I mean, 1 goal in 60 minutes just ain't.
No, it's not.
It is. They did have 1 taken away. It was also the weirdest fucking goal I've ever seen. Yeah, Farabee had no idea that was. He didn't see the puck until it was after it hit him going in the net. He's like, "Oh, was that a bird?"
Threw a beer at me.
Oh, man.
An icing.
I can't believe they iced the
I
puck
don't- I
with 7
can't watch
seconds.
this.
Marty St. Louis, what a coach he's been, huh?
Can't trust Montreal.
Stuff. They're going to go to a shootout. There's 12 and a half seconds left in their overtime. So they're going to go to a shootout.
That's terrible.
It's killing me.
Final 25. Flyers still looking to tie it up for some reason. Well, they didn't quit. They just sucked. And that's, I guess, an improvement from years past. What if that went in? Just bounce one in. What are you enforcing the rules for? There's 7 seconds left. What could possibly happen in the final 7 seconds of a game? Oh, right. You know what doesn't suck, guys? Olipop.
I'm gonna need a couple tonight.
Just a couple of Olipops, get that good fiber in you. 9 grams of prebiotic fiber per can. Can't go wrong. Only 2 to 5 grams of sugar. I mean,
The cola has caffeine.
yeah.
It's perfect.
Got us through a sleepy Flyers first period.
Jeez. Maybe we should have sent some Olipop down to the Wells Fargo Center for the Flyers.
Maybe the Flyers aren't getting enough fiber. Maybe that's the problem.
That'll fix their goal woes.
And that'll do it.
3, 2, 1. And
The
that's it.
2023-24 Flyers season is complete. It is over. The Capitals are now going to the playoffs. At least it's not the Penguins, I guess.
Yeah.
And Frankie, as has long been tradition between me and my buddy Frank, we toast to the next team. Go Phils, go Sixers.
That was a big one.
Listen, we're 4 for 4 here. And when we're Real JP, we're 5 for 5.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, Brian, you're a union guy. Come on.
Come on.
Appreciate it.
They're winning.
What can you say about a year with no expectations that came down to game 82? I guess if that's the takeaway here, could have been worse. We could have had a worse time covering 82 games of this season. I had a great time with you, JP.
I too, Bill, man. We still got a post game. We still got a lot more
stay
here.
tuned
but
for the post game. We're not actually going anywhere. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and come back, and we're gonna start post game. But that'll pretty much do it. Thank you to our friends at Olipop. Thank you to some of our diehards who came by tonight, joined us here for the third period, watched the Flyers season go down in flames. It was a pleasure having everyone. And it was a pleasure coming to all of you all year. And we're not going anywhere this offseason either. There's still going to be a show every single day. But that's it. That's it for the regular season. It's over, JP. We'll be back in just a few minutes with postgame. Thank you again, Olipop. DrinkOlipop.com.
We all silly like the mayor.